everyone, Nancy here with Cape Cod Like a Local. Today I'd like to talk about HOA fees. HOA fees stands for Homeowners Association. They can be for a townhouse, a condo, a community here on Cape Cod. Fees can range anywhere from $200 to $1,000. This is an important process when you're purchasing a property to know exactly what you're going to be paying per month. The purchase price might seem very reasonable, but those fees can add up very quickly. When you join a community that has the HOA fees, you are required to join. HOA fees also cover the landscaping, the common areas, usually snow plowing. When you are purchasing one of these properties, it's very important that you get to read all of the documents. This is usually supplied, and it's usually, if it's on an MLS listing, they're usually posted there, so your agent can definitely get them to you. The main deed is called the master deed, and what that covers is it's kind of a bird's eye view of the entire complex, telling you the rules and regulations. Then they specifically mention the bylaws, and the bylaws will say you can only paint your door blue. I'm just being silly here, but those types of things. It might say that you can only have one pet. And one of the more important ones that I find with my clients is that it may give the details of if you can rent this property out to someone else, either for an annual rental or for a weekly rental. A lot of homeowners are shocked when they go into a community like this and they cannot rent their property. So it's a very important thing to ask. The fees can be either paid monthly or yearly, depending on the complex. If you're doing your condo, most likely it's going to be a monthly fee. And to know if they're going to go up, this is a question that I usually ask the sellers or the agent for the seller. Some complexes try to keep the condo fees low, so what'll happen is the maintenance might not be as active as you'd like it to be. So you always want to check in that. They may want to keep the condo fees at $229 for, indefinitely, where if they went up to $400, that might make a difference to you. Back to the bylaws, it's very important that you read all of these. Make sure they're a good fit for you. If you have a 50-pound dog and they only allow a 40-pound dog, that might be a problem for you. You might not be able to put a fence around your property or put a pool on your property. And these things might limit you when you do purchase the home. Part of the HOA fees, whether it be a condo association or just a homeowners association in a community, they put 25 to 40% of each of your monthly or annual deposits, and they put that aside, and that is for the reserve account. The reserve account should be roughly 80% of whatever the annual percentage of fees or costs for the association. This may also include monies for replacing a roof, or if there's awnings on the building, a parking lot, those types of things. The big item purchases that are not always every year, but they need to be taken care of every 5 or 10 years. So this fund is very important, and your banker actually will want to see this budget. They want to make sure that the condo association or the homeowners association is very sound. The HOA associations have a board, and traditionally they have the president, the treasurer, and a secretary. And then they'll usually have a couple of trustees as well. This is a very formal board, and they represent all of the homeowners. So it's an important thing to read the minutes and just get the feel of how the board is run. This will also be included in those documents that are uploaded on the MLS. Condo associations have what they call a master insurance policy. This covers the studs of the condo itself outside. Some policies differ whether they cover the windows or don't cover the windows. So it's very important when you're purchasing your own homeowner's insurance, which usually covers the studs inside the building, that your insurance agent has that master policy so that they can make sure there's no question of who's covering what coverage. When choosing a lender for a condo, the lenders have quite a bit of criteria that you have to follow. For instance, if a property has residential as well as commercial units, maybe storefronts, something like that, there's a certain percentage that they follow that the condo has to abide by. There's also the inclusion of if the condo is owned, if the residences are owned, or if they're leased, and what that percentage is. It's very important that you find a lender that can handle all of these things. With our experience, we've had great lenders, and I've got some great referral information for you if you'd like to just give me a call and I can set you up with a local lender. If you decide that you'd like to buy a condo or join a community on Cape Cod that has the HOA fees, please make sure to read those documents. There's a lot of information there. Just slow it down and make sure that your agent is familiar with this process as well. That'll help you tremendously. So for now, see you next time. Homeowner's policy. Okay. When choosing a lender, down in the okay, I'm gonna start again. They have quite a bit of sound like Daffy Duck. Bits of information that all I need to say is criteria. Jeez.